Okay, so this is going to be a video on percentiles and quartiles. So these are basically ways to divide up data sets into pieces that are of equal size. So percentiles divide the data set into 100 pieces. So there are 99 percentiles, P1, P2, out to P99. 99. Quartiles divide data sets into 4 pieces. These pieces are all 25% of the whole. So these are Q1, Q2, Q3. So there's going to be 3 fences that divide the data set into 4 parts. So let's focus in on the percentiles first, and then we'll go from there. We have a formula that goes with the percentiles. We're going to say P is equal to B over big N times 100. Okay, so B is the number of values below a given value. So the number of values in the data set that are below a certain value. N is the number of values in the data set. And P is going to give me a percentile. And so a percentile number. And your given data value will be above that percentile number. Now, one of the tricks to this formula is that we're always going to round down so that we're always above the percentile number that we're getting by this measurement. All right, so let's look at a specific data set here. Okay, so we're going to look at the data set 44, 39, 37, 54, 39, 44, 42, 36, 53, 43, 42, 52, 49, 41, 32, 45, 41, 38, 37, 38, and 33. So to determine the percentile of a particular value, and we're going to determine the percentile of this number 43 value right here. So what percentile is that 43 definitely above? The first thing that I need to do is rewrite the order of the set, but I need to rewrite it in order. Now you can use the sort A function under stats on your calculator to do this. I'm going to write it out here. When you reorder them, you get 32, 33, 36, 2 37s, 2 38s, 2 39s, 2 41s, 2 42s, a 43, 2 44s, 145, 149, a 52, a 53, and a 54. Okay, so our data point that we're in question here is right there. There's 43. The number of data points that are below that are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 data points below this. So in our formula, the B is going to be 13. If you count the number of data points in the set all total, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. There are 21 data points in the set all total. So I want to find the percentile that 43 is above. So P, the percentile that's above, is going to be 13 divided by 21 times 100. Okay, so if I do that, I end up with 61.9. So this means that my data value, 43, is above the, now I'm going to round down, 61st percentile. Okay, so that means 61% of the data is below that value. Okay, so it's below 43. Okay, so that means that I'm above the 61st percentile. All right, so that's kind of working with percentiles. Let's move on toward quartiles. So I left my data set up here because I'm going to use it again in this lesson. So quartiles are going to be listed as Q1, Q2, and Q3 are three values that break a data set into 4 parts. And each of those 4 parts is 25% of the data. It's important to note that Q2 is also the median of the data set because it breaks the data set into half, right? So Q2, the median, and the 50th percentile are all the same thing. Okay, they're all something that breaks the data set into half. Now, determining what these quartile numbers are is not something that is consistently defined. So because there is some wiggle room here, we're going to adopt the convention that we're going to trust the calculator on this. So we're actually going to use the calculator every single time that we calculate 3 quartiles. So the first thing you would need to do is to load the data set into the calculator. So we're going to put this whole data set into L1, and that's our next move here. Okay, so I'm going to load this data in there, so I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to go to Stat and Edit, and I'm going to load that data set into L1. So there's 44, 39, 37, oops, let's fix that, 39, 37, okay, 54, better, 39 again, 44, 42, 36, 53, 43, 42, 52, 49, 41, 32, 45, 41, 38, 37, 38, and 33. Okay, so there's 21 data points in my data set. So I've got them all, and now what I'm going to do is it's again, go to the main screen, go to Stat, calculate the one variable statistics, and I'm doing this for list 1, and I'm going to calculate it. Now I get that screen that I've always gotten, but if I scroll down, gives me, there it is, Q1, the first quartile, is 37 and a half. Q1 is 37 and a half. Q2, which is listed as the median, Q2 is listed as the median, is set up as 41. Q3, which is there, is at 44 and a half. So this means that 25% of the data is below 37 and a half. 25% of the data is between Q1 and Q2, which is going to be between 37 and a half and 41. 25% of the data is between 41 and 44.5, and 25% of the data is above 44.5. So this is how you find the 3 quartiles that you need to break the data into 4 parts.